Como get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
And it's Serginho. And the return pass. Makaleli. Drogba. Drogba was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Dani Olmo. Makaleli. And it's Son Heung-min. Tries to pass it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Messi. And it's Olmo. McAllister. He's a sharp little ball here. Batistuta. Goes for a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game, they didn't envisage that. And that interception was most necessary. He's had a shot! Oh, good finish! They are purring, truly purring.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Como are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
It's a goal kick. Camavinga, and it's made its way to him. Oh, he's taken it. He's on it. Can he get away? Picked out brilliantly. Shoots! It's a goal!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Paris Saint-Germain cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Now it's Ferran Torres. Son Heung-min. It's Batistuta. Batistuta gets on his bike and on the move. It's a really well-measured ball. The less said about that past the bench. Chance for a shot! And there's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Como go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Mbappe! Dani Olmo! Oh, important interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. McAllister has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Mbappe. Wriggles his way through. Another chance from a corner. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Como have the chance to go the other way. Zielinski. He's in a good position here. And a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Alexander-Arnold goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Attenzione, un cambio.
It's a good 35 yards out, this. And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Zielinski. Now it's Danny Olmo. That looks a good ball through. Chance, surely! It's in! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And he hits the net! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Batistuta. Messi. Zielinski. Makalele does really well to win the ball there. Roberto Carlos. Makalele. McAllister is the team. And for the first half, that is that. Como are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, few would have predicted a scoreline like this. After all of that, we are still level at the break somehow. And we are back on the way. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
And he's quick to return it. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Como clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Here's found, and the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Paris Saint-Germain leading now.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
And here's Drogba. Schlotterbeck wins the duel this time. Now it's Ferran Torres. This is a promising build-up.
Como really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half.
And this is Batistuta. Zielinski deals with that comfortably. Oh, good spread. And he cuts out the supply. Makaleli. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Como really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
McAllister. Defending here is really tight. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Serginho.
There they go, hunting again.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now that looks a decent ball. And he whips it in. Keeper has taken decisive action. And the finish! It's a goal! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Como drag themselves back again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
McAllister. Como perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
Lewandowski! Superb from Lewandowski! About as smooth as it gets! And the comeback is complete! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Como with the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Referee's given a throw. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Beckham picks it up out wide. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's well spotted. Beckham! And it's in! That was a given. It always was.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And here's Mbappe. Azar. Makaleli. McAllister makes a dash for it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
This looks promising. Big chance! And it's come back out to him. And that's a good finish. And what a climax we have here! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Ferran Torres!
No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Distributed tidily. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. It's Drogba!
Ci saranno 5 minuti.
Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Dani Olmo, and he's managed...
Dani Olmo! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Dani Olmo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
He's had it taken off him.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Played into space. Now it's Beckham. Now that is a hefty challenge. So that's it. It is all over. Como have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Beckham voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and